Okay then, the chances are you've probably more than likely seen what we consider to be what puts our EPOS ahead of all the others. That includes marketing and, of course, being able to get statistics on what you've sold and the money you're making, etc. It's all wrapped up in Premier EPOS software. And again, as you've more than likely been shown, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to actually run you through how to use the statistics and how to find various parts of the information using the filters that we provide within it. So let's go over to our accounting tab. And then you'll see in there we have one that goes by the name of Selected Store Statistics. All you have to do is click on that button. And there we have it. So you're presented initially with 2 calendars, and a few other functions which I'll now run you through. The calendars are very simple. They take into account the start date, which is where you want your statistics to start from, and then they go through to the end date, which is the last day that you wish to include. To help you fine-tune those details, you can also add the start time and end time, which are defaulted to the very start of the start date and the very end of the end date. Okay, let's move on and we'll start going through our criteria tabs. Right, that's criteria 1. You've got criteria 2, criteria 3. Each one is packed with information that enables you to actually select right down to a staff member and an item name. So here we can see, I'll very quickly go through these with you. Show cash purchases, card, check, mail order, credit, and voucher. Obviously, initially you can see there, they're all ticked, which means that all those tender types will be taken into account. Obviously, if you only want to see your cash takings for any reason, you can simply uncheck the others and have cash checked. Likewise, you could just find cash and card or any combination that suits your needs. If you're looking on behalf of a staff member, so you want to see, for example, how much cash and card, etc., a staff member has made for you on the given date range, as shown in here. When we go back to criteria 1, then again you can select a staff member. By checking that, you can actually select one or more staff members. So for example, I could select me, which, there we go. Obviously you have this exclude box here, and that actually reverses what these will do. So instead of me being selected, if I exclude, it would be I would be excluded and everyone else would be included. So that is basically how would you use your filter staff. Filter till is another nice little feature. If we check that there, if you've got more than one till, as you'll be aware, your tills have numbers. Now all tills should have a unique number, and basically you can decide which till you would like to filter to. And you also have to the right of that, not related to the till itself as such, but we have a show L1 price and show L2 prices. The level prices, there is a video on how to use those price levels, but suffice to say that they can be utilized within your search here. So moving down to the bottom half now of our criteria, pardon me, we have filter keyword. Now that literally is what it says. You can select the filter keyword and then you can type, obviously you can just type freehand into there, or you can click onto this and you can actually select one of your products, which you can then filter to that particular product. So if you're analyzing, I don't know, catnip and how popular it is, when that robs on the sales, you can see, and you can possibly then filter down who's selling what, who's pushing what on top of sales. All good information, and you can start to get your staff focused on what they're strongest at, or train them up on what they're weaker on. Okay, filter manufacturer. Again, very much like keyword. Obviously, this is to filter a manufacturer. You simply type in the manufacturer name there, and you'll get all the products for that manufacturer, and you can see how much money again you're actually making for this particular manufacturer. Okay, exclude, include items from search, very similar to keywords. Filter keyword is a more, just to make you aware, it's more generic. It doesn't just go name of item. It will go in other fields that exist within a transaction. This is more tailored to exclude, include items from search. So if we select that, as you can see, I put here wheat 20 kilograms, and I left it there so that I could show you that when you go back in, it is still there waiting. So you can, in other words, go in, have a complicated search, go away, come back and show someone else the same search. So show all these items. Oh, sorry, show all except these items. That would literally show me everything except this one here. Likewise, show only these items would only find wheat 20 kilograms. Armed with that information, I can add more than one product if I want and search a collection of products, or I can just simply search for the one I want. Once you've set the criteria 2 and criteria 3, they'll be separate videos for them, as there's obviously quite a bit of information per tab. So we're going to go back to dates anyway, and there is also a starter video to introduce you to how to use start end date, but that's very straightforward stuff. Okay, so I'm going to select from the 1st of November, and I'm going to select to today, and then I'm just going to double check I haven't left anything on in criteria I don't wish to do. So I can filter staff. I'm going to switch that out temporarily because I can't remember if it was under my name where we did the wheat, but I'll show you that actually once we've done this. Okay, so we click on show details, and there you go. I've sold between that date range 28 packs of the 20 kilogram wheat at £94.70. That's the totals there that particular item bought in. And now, just out of interest, I'm going to see how many of them I sold. So I switch filter back on, and you can see there that I'm checked and ready to go as per before. And we go back to the date range, which is, again, it's already preset. You can see the first there's highlighted. Just a note, it fools me every time. The 16th has got the blue box around it because it is the 16th today. Obviously, when you're watching this, unless it's a crazy coincidence, it's not going to be the 16th of November, and it certainly isn't going to be this year as well. Okay, here we go, show details. And I've sold absolutely no bags of wheat, so there's no Brucey bonus for me on this particular sale. But that's basically how to use your statistics. That's how to use criteria 1. In the next video, or if you watch it next, is criteria 2. Thanks for listening, and do check in very soon. Thank you. Bye bye now.